Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
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 सियावर रामचंद्र की
जय.
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय.
ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः. ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः. ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम श्री जानकी वल्लभो विजयते श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं. नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे. नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्. अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं धनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि. We saw that Tulsidas Ji very beautifully explains that Pushpa Vatika Prasanga in that garden where first time Sri Rama sees Sita Ji and Sita Ji sees Sri Rama for the first time. See, many times, yesterday also I explained to you why Sringara Rasa is so much loved, which is natural to all human beings, but how Tulsidas Ji uses Sringara Rasa only for specific things. He is not using Sringara Rasa in everything. Only when Bhagavan, Bhagavati, for them, the Sringara Rasa is used very categorically by Tulsidas Ji. That is number one. See, second thing, if at all you have to describe something, what better than Bhagavan? See, anyways, our creativity and everything that we have will come out in some way. It will be better if it comes out for Bhagavan. So, the poetry skill that we have, if it is utilized to describe Bhagavan's glory, Bhagavan's beauty, that's the real, what you can say as justice to that skill and talent that you have. So, we should look at the entire scene like that. That if anyways we have to describe, so rather than some nonsensical hero and heroine meeting where Sri Rama and Sita Ji, what better occasion than this to describe. And we will see that Tulsidas Ji actually is now, he's lost himself actually, and he's gone into his own merry way. And we saw how beautiful the whole scene he has depicted, and so many similes, so many kinds of examples and wonderful metaphors, etc. he has used. He's not done. He continues. The scene is over. The scene is over that Sri Rama has gone back with Lakshmana Ji to Vishwamitra Ji, and Sita Ji along with her all her friends, she has also gone back to her palace after praying to Parvati ji and after Parvati ji accepting and blessing her. So they have all gone to now their own ways. He says Sri Rama and Lakshmana, when they go back to Vishwamitra ji, Sri Rama tells everything that happened. So he tells that I saw her, and I think that is Janak Maharaj's daughter for whom Dhanusha Yajna is happening, and he tells everything. And Guru Vishwamitra also blesses him that don't worry, you will marry her. So now you see, Parvati ji has blessed Sita ji. Vishwamitra Rishi Guru has blessed Sri Rama. So now everything is fine. Now at night, looking at moon, Sri Rama remembers Sita ji. And very beautiful, this entire portion is very beautiful. This is after 236, Doha number 236, fourth Doha. Prachi disi sasi uya usuhava, siya mukha sarisa dekhi sukupava, bahuri bicharu kinha manamahi, siya badana sama himakara nahi. He looked at moon and he remembered Sita ji's face, and he started to think that actually moon is not like Sita ji. Okay. Siya badana sama himakara nahi. Himakara means one who gives very cool rays. Himamshu, himakara means Chandrama. He says Sita ji is way better. Moon is not. Why? Because moon has got so many flaws. Janama sindhu puni bandhu bishudini malinak sakalanka. Says now he is pointing out all the flaws in the moon, in Chandrama. What is the first flaw he says? First flaw he says is that Chandra is born from the ocean during the Samudra Manthana, and so too poison. So they are bandhu. So his brother is not good. First flaw of moon is what? His brother is poison. First. Then he says, what is that? Dina Malina. During the day, moon doesn't have that effect. See, we also see it sometimes, no? As the waxing and waning, etc. happens, moon and sun, they coexist. But moon will have no brilliance. Moon will be there quiet, without any radiance, faint, somewhere. He says, Sakalanka, and also has got dag, has got some black spots, etc. are there on moon. Siya mukha samata pava kimi chandu bapur ranka. He says, in front of Sita ji, moon is like a poor thing in front of a wealthy person. Chandra, moon doesn't have any value in front of Sita ji. He is not done. He tells more. Ghatai badai. Moon waxes and wanes, na? Becomes bigger and smaller. Kalas change. Birahani dukhadai. Another flaw in moon is what? He says moon is appreciated by all lovers when the lover is with them. But when lover is separated, beloved is separated from you, that same moon, looking at that, you start crying. Oh my God. So birahani dukkadai. It creates sorrow for those people who are separated. Grasai Rahu. And he is eaten by Rahu. During the eclipse, etc. He is eaten by Rahu. Nija Sandhihi Pai. The moment he gets a chance, Rahu eats him. Kokasika Prada Pankaja Drohi. He says, and he is enemy of lotus. Why? Because lotus blooms when sun is there. But the moment moon comes, lotus closes itself. It doesn't like. And therefore, Avaguna Bahuta Chandrama Tohi. He is telling to the moon, oh moon, you have got lot of flaws. Vaidehi mukha patatara dinhe, hoi dosha bada anuchita kinhe. Siya mukha chabi bidu byaja bakani, guru pahi chale nisa badi jani. And thus, in the guise of showing the flaws of moon, Having complimented Sita Ji's face, Sri Rama concludes. That's what Tulsidas Ji is telling. He actually wants to praise Sita Ji's face. But he is doing that in the guise of showing the flaws of the moon and then telling that Sita Ji doesn't have any of those flaws. Earlier also we had seen Nahi Ninda Nyaya. Anyasya Ninda, Anyasya Stutyartham. Here he doesn't want to do Stuti, therefore he is doing Ninda. You see? And then realizing that it's too much of night, I should go and sleep. Guru pahi chali nisa badi. Knowing that it is night, he went and he slept. Next day, when both of them woke up, Sri Rama and Lakshmana, he says, Udau aruna avalokahu tata, pankaja koka loka sukhadata. He says to Lakshmanji, Lakshmana, see, Surya has come, sun is born. Why? He is the one who gives joy to lotus. Connection, okay? Moon is supposed to be creating sorrow for the lotus. Now, here is the sun who gives joy to the entire world and to the lotus also. Now, see, there are many ways you can look at it. Earlier also I have told you, Bhagavan Sri Rama is Surya Vamshi. Okay, he is from that Vamsha. He will like Surya more than Chandra. You can't say anything about it. But when Lakshmanji hears Sri Rama praising Surya, he says, what that Surya? For me there is only one Surya, and that is you. Bole lakhanu jori jugapani, prabhu prabhav suchaka mrudubani, arunodaya sakuche kumuda, udagana jyoti malina, jimi tumhara agamana suni, bhaye nripati balahin. He said, just as looking at the Arunodaya, Aruna is the charioteer of Surya. So it is said that the charioteer appears first and then the sun appears, no? So Arunodaya, when Arunodaya happens, that time itself, the night lily and water lily and all of the stars, they lose their all effect. He says, like that, seeing that now you have arrived, all the kings who have come there for Dhanusha Yajna, they have lost their glory. This is very, very interesting. This is in dramatics, no? In the Sahitya Shastra, they say you should always tell what is going to happen in future. Nowadays in movies, etc., they call it Easter eggs. Do you know this? This concept you know? So what they do is, after watching the entire movie, they go back and they say, oh, here there was a hint that something is going to happen. Here there was a hint what is going to happen in future. So now they have come up with this idea in the Hollywood movies, etc., in the franchises and all these things. We had that from the beginning. If you see Bharata's Natya Shastra or even other people who have written, they have said that in the story when you are telling, you should always tell what is going to happen. That hinting should be there because that creates a kind of curiosity that, oh, really? And that's why you will see often they will talk about Ravana Dahana or Ravana was killed. You are the one who will kill, who killed Ravana. You are the enemy of Ravana. So in the story it has not yet happened, but it will happen. So those things are slowly mentioned. So he has now mentioned about what is the next scene. And he is giving us entry into the next scene. What is the next scene? Next scene is where Dhanusha Yajna is happening. Now again here you will see long description. From Doha number 239 till 267 it goes. 28. Not 28. 28. Long description. What is that? So now the scene is different. Now Shringara Rasa is over. Okay. Now we come to Veera Rasa. What? Now that Dhanusha Yajna is organized. And Shatananda Rishi. Shatananda is the Kulaguru of Janaka Maharaj of Mithila. And he is the son of Gautama Rishi and Ahalya. Okay. So this Shatananda comes to welcome Vishwamitra Rishi and Sri Rama and Lakshmana to Dhanusha Yajna, and they start to walk. Now the description is so beautiful. What happens? So as they are walking and everybody is gathered there and looking at those two young boys only, many kings have already said that I think I think we should go back now. There is no point in having this any competition or anything. And Tulsidas Ji says very beautiful in Doha after 240 Chaupai, you see, जिन्ह के रही भावना जैसी प्रभु मूर्ति तिन्ह देखिए तैसी. He says how each one, what kind of feeling they had towards Bhagavan, that is how Bhagavan appeared for them. Okay. Now this idea you please hold on to. Why? Because in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna will say, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. So how each one is worshipping me, that is how I will bless that person. It is not that there is one rule for everybody. No. How you worship, that is how Bhagavan will bless you. In Bhagavad, in Sri Krishna Leela also we will see, when he entered into Mathura, same thing happened. People started to see him differently. Why? According to what was happening in their own mind. So now, see, we study in Vedanta also that the world outside is the reflection of our mind. So how we look at it, that's how the world is going to appear. Same logic is there for God. Bhagavan will appear how we look. So if Bhagavan is appearing dangerous, that's not his mistake. That's what we are. And I tell you, if you really have that kind of bhava, you will see, even in the murti you will see. I remember in Vedanta course, when we were studying in Sandipani, there's one Gurudev statue is there, walking statue. How many of you have gone to Sandipani? Now it is shifted. Now it is near the Saraswati Nilayam, behind Saraswati Nilayam. Earlier it was in front of Gurudev's kutia. No, you come down from temple, you can see the statue. I tell you, so many times we used to walk. Every day we will go there for Gurudev's darshan, and sometimes we will just sit there and look at Gurudev. Depending on what has happened on that day, I tell you, Gurudev will appear like that. Sometimes I used to feel, Gurudev is walking. So he is giving hand. So many people, they hold hand and like a child you are walking. Sometimes you will feel like that. Sometimes his hand will look like, today you didn't do this sadhana. No, one I am going to give. Not that he is changing. It depends on what is happening in your mind. Bhagavan will appear how you look at him. So that is what beautiful description is there. Let us read that. This is after Doha number 240. 241 and 242. Both we will read together. राजकुंवर ते ही अवसर आए,
राजकुंवर ते ही अवसर आए,
मनहु मनोहरता तन छाए,
मनहु मनोहरता तन छाए,
गुण सागर नागर बर बीरा,
गुण सागर नागर बर बीरा,
सुंदर श्यामल गौर शरीरा,
सुंदर श्यामल गौर शरीरा,
राज समाज विराजत रूरे,
राज समाज विराजत रूरे,
उड़गन महु जनु जुग विधु पूरे,
उड़गन महु जन जुग विधु पूरे,
जिनके रही भावना जैसी,
जिनके रही भावना जैसी,
प्रभु मूरति तिन्ह देखी तैसी,
प्रभु मूरति तिन्ह देखी तैसी,
देखहि रूप महारन धीरा,
देखहि रूप महारन धीरा,
मनहु बीर रसुधरे शरीरा,
मनहु वीर रसुधरे शरीरा,
डरे कुटिल नृप प्रभु ही निहारी,
डरे कुटिल नृप प्रभु निहारी
मनहु भयानक मूरति भारी
मनहु भयानक मूर्ति भारी
रहे असुर छल चोनिप बेशा
रहे असुर छल चोनिप बेशा
तिन्ह प्रभु प्रकट काल सम देखा
दीन प्रभु प्रगट काल सम देखा
पुरबा सिंह देखे दो भाई
पुरबा सिंह देखे दो भाई
नर भूषण लोचन सुखदाई
नर भूषण लोचन सुखदाई
नारी बिलो कहि हर्षिया
नारी बिलो कहि हर्षिया
निज निज रुचि अनुरूप
निज निज रुचि अनुरूप
जनु सोहत सिंगार धरी
जनु सोहत सिंगार धरी
मूरति परमानूप
मूर्ति परमानूप सियावर
विदूषण प्रभु विराटमय दीसा
विदूषण प्रभु विराटमय दीसा
बहुमुख कर पगलोचन सीसा
बहुमुख कर पगलोचन सीसा
जनक जाति अवलोकहि कैसे
जनक जाति अवलोकहि कैसे
सजन सगे प्रिय लागहि जैसे
सजन सगे प्रिय लागहि जैसे
सहित विदेह बिलोकहि रानी
सहित विदेह बिलोकहि रानी
शिशु सम प्रीति न जाति बखानी
शिशु सम प्रीति न जाति बखानी
जोगिन परम तत्वमय भाषा
योगिन परम तत्वमय भाषा
शांत शुद्ध सम सहज प्रकाशा
शांत शुद्ध सम सहज प्रकाशा
हरि भगतन देखे दो भ्राता
हरि भगतन देखे दो भ्राता
इष्ट देव इव सब सुखदाता
इष्ट देव इव सब सुखदाता
राम ही चितव भाय जेहि सिया
राम ही चितव भाय जय सिया
सो सनेहु सुख नहीं कथनिया
सो स्नेहु सुख नहीं कथनिया
पुर अनुभवति न कहि सकसो
पुर अनुभवति न कहि सकसो
कवन प्रकार कहै कवि को
कवन प्रकार कहै कवि को
एहि विधि रहा जाहि जस भाऊ
एहि विधि रहा जाहि जस भाऊ
तेहि तस देखे कौशल राऊ
तेहि तस देखे कौशल राऊ
राजत राज समाज महू
राजत राज समाज महू
कौशल राज किशोर
कौशल राज किशोर
सुंदर श्यामल गौरतन
सुंदर श्यामल गौरतन
विश्व विलोचन चोर
विश्व विलोचन चोर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय
So how each person had feeling that way they Bhagavan appeared for them. Now he starts to tell who all saw like what. So some kings who were very strong and very valorous, very courageous, they saw that Sakshat Veera Rasa has taken embodiment and is walking. Sakshat valor itself is walking. See why? Because they give importance to that. So they will see that aspect of Bhagavan. Now, those who were wicked kings, they had come there cheating. There are many. Some Rakshasas, Asuras had come there in the disguise of kings. Some had already planted, can we do some trick by which we can win the competition? All had not come there to see. Some must be thinking of, what can we do? Can we kidnap? Can we do this? Can we do that? So all the wicked people, kings, etc., when they looked at Bhagavan, they got scared. When the demons who were in the disguise of kings, when they saw, they thought that Yamaraja himself is walking. Death is coming. And what about people of Mithila Nagari? He says people of Mithila Nagari saw them as the best human being, Narabhushana. They thought, what? We've never seen anything like this. And he says ladies which were of different ages, they also saw him differently. So some looked at him as friend, some looked at him as a beloved, some looked at him as son. According to the age, how they had feeling, that's how Bhagavan appeared. But one thing for sure, Tulsidas Ji says, all of them thought that Shringara Rasa has taken embodiment of beauty. That's what has happened. So that's why when they were walking, people could not look at anything else. They were just focused on Bhagavan walking. That's what. Then what? He continues. He says, students of Upanishad, those who study Veda, Vedanta, etc., they saw him as Virat Purusha. Description is there in the Upanishads, etc., no? That his head is above the sky and feet are the hells and all these different kinds of description. Chandra, Surya are his two eyes. So they saw Virat Rupa, Virat Purusha in Bhagavan. Relatives of Janak Maharaj's relatives who were there, they thought this is one of our relatives only, looks like us only. Why? Love. That love was there. And Janak Maharaj and his wife's name was Sunayana. Janaka Maharaj and Sunayana, they looked at him and they got Vatsalya Bhava. They thought he is like our son. So nice. Okay. Son-in-law in Western philosophy. For us it is son only. Isn't it? One who gets married to your daughter is your son. He is not considered a son-in-law, etc. But in-law is not, concept is not there. Okay. So they looked at him as son. He says, and there were other dhyani, meditators, yogis, etc. They saw him as Shuddha Chaitanya. Pure Brahman is there. And then there are bhaktas, then there are devotees. They thought that their Ishta Devata has taken this form and is walking. So if my Ishta Devata is Ganapati, then Ganapati is walking now in this form. So they thought that their Ishta Devata, see, devotees will always, their mind will go to their Ishta Devata. So they thought that only is coming now in this form. Now Tulsidas Ji, after going to everyone, he says, what can I say about Sita Ji? Sita Ji has not yet entered Dhanusha Yajna. She is still far. He says, she herself would not have been able to explain what she is feeling. How can I explain? Oh, which poet can explain? She herself did not understand what is happening to her mind. If you would have asked Sita Ji, what do you feel? She would have said, no words. Oh, how can I explain? So that is what he says. Now, there were kings. Now, some of the kings, they started to feel that I think there is no hope of winning this competition now, because the rule was that Dhanusha has to be broken and then only Sita Ji. So some of them said that now that these two have come, I think we should not go. We should just say that we came to see the city, not to take part in competition. Why to get humiliated, try, etc. So some of them did that. Some of them, they thought that I think looking at them, competition will not happen only, I think. Sita Ji will directly enter and go straight and will put Varamala, saying that done. The other king said that no, that is wrong. You are called here for competition. What are you scared of these two? Oh, don't be scared. Even Yamaraja comes, still we will fight. Then there were some matured kings, they said, keep quiet. You don't know who is he. You don't understand. Sita ji is Jagan Mata, Jagat Janani. This is Sakshat Bhagavan. You think Sita ji is going to marry anybody else? Talking that I will defeat Yamaraja, etc. Keep quiet, sit. Some of them said that actually we are lucky that we are here to witness the marriage of Sri Rama and Sita ji. That is why it doesn't matter whether she is going to marry me or not. I am happy that I am here. So like this, different people had all these kinds of bhavas, feelings in their mind, and that is how Bhagavan appeared. Now Sita ji entered. Okay, hero has entered, now heroine. Heroine always comes second, okay? In marriage also, you know, right? In marriage also, Vadhu comes later, Vara comes first. He stands there. And then, you know, na? Now, Vedji, now many years back we got married. Now I don't remember who came first. In Maharashtra, to Vadhu che mama, Vadhu lagi baniya. Mama has to bring that Vadhu there, and then he is waiting. She will come. Her entry is most important. That's what happened. Now Sita ji entered into Yajnashala. And Tulsidas Ji says that she is entering, but her eyes were searching. Where is he? Where is he? I saw him entering, but where is he? Where he has gone, Sri Rama? Where is he sitting? Then suddenly she saw, but then she put her eyes down that, I should not be seeing, otherwise people will, what will they say? Shyness. Lajja is a abhushana for ladies, okay? Sometimes it is good to wear your abhushana also. No, we are Vedji, 21st century. The real gem is that only. When you have little shyness, little hesitation, that is what makes somebody beautiful. Lady is supposed to have that. So she felt that there are elders sitting in the sabha, and I can't openly look. See, men by nature are shameless. That's how it is, and that's why ladies are supposed to keep that shame. If they also become shameless, then the whole society will become shameless. They should keep that balance. No, Vedji, this is against feminism. You say whatever you want to say, but I am telling the fact. Nowadays, I don't know what is happening. Boys are becoming shy. And girls are only becoming, I don't know what. Kali Yuga, what can we say? But this is still Treta Yuga. It was not like that. Therefore, Sita ji, she immediately kept her head down. She went there and she was supposed to stand in place. She went there and stood. Then the Udghoshaka came, the announcer came. And loudly he announced that, Suno, listen, oh people, we are all gathered for this Dhanusha Yajna. And there is this most brilliant and powerful Shiva Dhanusha. This is the bow of Bhagavan Shivji, which is kept here. Any king who wishes or anybody who wishes to marry Sita ji has to come, has to lift. In Valmiki Ramayana, etc., it said that you are supposed to string the bow. Okay? So bow, only while using you will string it, so that tension remains in that bow. When you are not using, they will remove the string and keep. So now that Dhanusha is kept there without stringing it, now somebody has to lift and string it together. Whoever will do that, Sita ji will get married to him at that time itself. So announcement happened. Went there. The announcer did one more interesting thing. I don't know why announcer did like this. He said, please also understand that many kings before have come here and have tried doing it. And they failed. Like Ravana, like Banasura, all of them have tried. Tulsidas Ji says here. In Valmiki Ramayana, if you see, there is no yajna, etc. It was an open competition, open challenge. Anybody can go at any time and try. If you succeed, Sita ji will get married. There was no such, occasion or Swayamvara, etc. was not there. And that's why usually in the serials, etc., you will see, no, Ravana was there and Ravana came and did and everybody laughed. Nothing like that happened. Because when Ravana came, he came at such time where nobody will be there. He is a very arrogant fellow. He doesn't want to do any other time, no. So that happens in Mahabharata. When Arjuna did it for Draupadi, and that everybody was present there. That is correct. But here Ravana, when Ravana came, no other king was there. But they had come there before and tried. I don't know why announcer wants to, all other kings are already scared. Now more scared that, oh, Ravana has tried and not able to do. Now how we will do? Anyways, announcer went back and very funny description Tulsidas Ji is doing of how different kings, the moment announcement happened, some kings, they started to go as though it is first come first serve basis. They started to rush towards and then they had to control. Wait, everybody will get chance. Wait. They thought that first only we will do. And those who reached first, when they went there, they could not move. Forget about lifting the bow. They could not even move. And serial, etc., I am sure you have seen, no? Such a funny description will be there. They will put all their power, but nothing will happen. And then some of them will fall and their mukuta will fall and all the description. Tulsidas Ji also has done all that. He says one very interesting thing. He says, all the kings are coming there and some of them are remembering their Ishtadevata, etc., isn't it? Not understanding the Devata of all Ishtadevatas is standing there. He said, Sri Rama is there and then you are praying to your Ishtadevata that you will succeed. How you will succeed? But they all tried. Then he says that many kings, they formed a team. They said, at least let us try it together. You lift from the front side, you lift. I don't know what they were thinking, but even then they could not move it. And some kings were very intelligent. They did not go. They said, happy here. Why? I just came here to see, Why? They knew that if these many people have not, what will I do? At one point of time, I was very strong. Now, I have taken retirement. So, I am happy sitting and watching. So, many did not even go. So, when this whole thing was happening, all the kings came, they tried and they could not move. Even a bit they could not move. Forget about lifting. Now, Janak Maharaj became irritated. And he stood up and he said, there are so many great kings here, so many strong, valorous people. And I know for a fact that some Devatas and some Asuras also have come here. Taking the guise of kings. If none of you could do, what is the point in you being here? He says, you all have come with one desire to marry Sita, but none of you deserve her. There is a backstory that says that when Parshuramji came and kept that Shiva Dhanusha, very interesting. This is not there in Tulsi Ramayana, in another story, another Ramayana it is there, that one Parshurama, the Shiva Dhanusha belonged to Parshurama. So Parshurama had that Shiva Dhanusha and he came there to meet Janak Maharaj for something and he kept that Shiva Dhanusha and went inside. Now that Shiva Dhanusha was in between. So many people wanted to move it on the side so that they can do their work, etc. Nobody could move. So from that balcony, Parshuramaji is smiling and laughing. And then all the workers came together and they tried to move and it was not there. So Parshuramji went inside, met Janak Maharaj. When he came, that Shiva Dhanusha was not there. Then he started to think, nobody could move. Now who moved? And suddenly he saw small Sita Ji. Small. That time she was Kishori only. 5 6 year old. She was playing with this Shiva Dhanusha, running around everywhere. That is why this was kept. That if Sita Ji can lift it, then her husband should be able to lift. Strength also, wife is strong, then what will you do? That is why this was kept. Now Janak Maharaj started to say that I think I only made a mistake. That I kept this, competition, thinking that somebody will do. He said, but once I have kept the competition, don't now think that because nobody could do it, now let us cancel the competition, Sita Ji. Don't be in that kind of, dream. You all have come, you all have tried, now you all go back. There is no point. I am not going to change my decision. Let my daughter remain without marriage, no problem, but she should get deserving husband. And finally he said that I think there is nobody on earth who has this much strength to lift that Shiva Dhanusha. Now the moment Janak Maharaj said this, Lakshman ji got up. I tell you, in these serials, etc., no, especially in that Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana, no, serial, this Lakshman ji is shown very, very angry character, no. His nose and eyes will always be red. Have you seen? He will immediately start to take deep breaths, etc. Actually, Lakshman ji is not an angry character. He is a very funny character, actually, we'll see also. But whenever anybody insults Sri Rama, no, he can't take. So he got up. He said, Janak Maharaj, I don't think what you are saying is right. Especially when there is a Raghuvamshi in the Sabha, in the assembly, how dare you say that there is no valorous person left on the earth? He says, when my brother is sitting here, see, he is not fighting for himself. He is saying, when my brother is sitting here, how dare you say that there is no valorous person on the earth? How dare you say that nobody deserves Sita ji? He says, you don't know. My brother's power is so much that if he even just thinks about it and looks at me, I can lift the entire universe. Forget about Shiva Dhanusha. Just by his blessing, I can do it. Don't ask what he can do. Just by blessing, I can lift the entire universe. Mind you, Lakshmana is who? Sheshanaga. He is lifting the entire universe by God's grace, by Sri Rama's Vishnu's grace. So he says, Janak Maharaj, wrong. I don't think that I am saying this out of some pride or arrogance, etc. I am telling you, by his grace, I can lift it now, at this very moment. Okay? So, please be careful what you are talking. So, when suddenly he said like this, Sri Rama smiled and asked Lakshmana to come and sit next to him. Don't get angry now on somebody, you sit next to him. This is very interesting. Tulsidas Ji says that Lakshman Ji cannot take Sri Rama's disrespect. Anybody disrespecting Sri Rama, he cannot take. Earlier he had said, when Sati Moha Prasanga and Sati went to that Daksha's Yajna, no? She had said at that time that anybody who listens to criticism of Vishnu and Shiva is equally criminal, is equally, responsible for all the wrong things that are being said. Now here Lakshman Ji does not listen. That time, you remember, either you should run away from that place, close your ears, or kill that person who is criticizing. Now here he is not just sitting listening to all the criticism, he has stood up. But you see, the anger of Lakshman Ji is very controlled. And the moment Sri Rama looks at him, he becomes quiet. It's not that uncontrolled and he will do anything. No. He will do only till the time Sri Rama does not look at him. So the moment he looks at Lakshmana, he becomes quiet. And you see, Sri Rama asked Lakshmana to come and sit next to him. This indicates two things. Number one, he agrees with whatever Lakshmana has said. If he does not agree, he would have said it. Lakshmana, you are wrong. Don't say like this. Very fact that he has kept him near means he agrees, but says that enough. You have said whatever is required. Now please keep quiet. So that is what has happened. Lakshmana sits there. Now Vishwamitra Ji orders Sri Rama to go and complete the challenge. Sri Rama has not got up till Guru has told. Maryada Purushottam, we say, no? Bhagavan Sri Rama is Maryada Purushottam. He remains in the boundary of human being. And therefore, see, because I'll tell you, there are many reasons. Number one, he is not invited to Dhanusha Yajna by Janak Maharaj. He is not invited. Janak Maharaj has invited Vishwamitra Ji. Now, because Sri Rama and Lakshmana are with Vishwamitra Ji, they have gone there. It is not on invitation. So when you are not invited because you are going with your guru, you are supposed to do what the guru is telling. So he has not gone there with the thought that I have to break Dhanusha. So that's why he keeps quiet. Number two, when elders are sitting, when Vishwamitra ji, etc., he will not get up. Now somebody may say, but why Vishwamitra ji kept quiet for such a long time? He could have ordered before only, no, go. Sri Rama did not go, okay, reason is there. Why Vishwamitra ji did not say? For many reasons. He says, number one, if Vishwamitra ji right at the beginning would have said to Sri Rama that go and break it, then all the other kings would have said, oh, what is the big deal? We also would have done it. So Vishwamitra ji allowed everybody to go there and make fun of themselves and understand what is their level. Then wanted Sri Rama to go. When everybody has failed, then when Sri Rama succeeds, that success has got more value. Otherwise anybody would have said, nah, what is the big deal? So he allows everybody to go there and try. Nobody should say, oh, we never got a chance. No, you all got a chance. You all could not do. Now he tells Sri Rama to go and what? See, words are also very beautiful. He says, 253.3, Vishwamitra samaya subhajani, bole ati sanehamaya bani, uthahu Rama bhanjau bhavachapa, metahu tata janaka paritapa. He is not said that go and destroy the arrogance of all the kings. He is not said that. He is not said that go and show your power. No. He says, O Sri Rama, get up and complete the challenge. Bhanjau bhavachapa, that bhavachapa, that Shivji's Dhanusha which is there, you break it. Why? Metahu tata janaka paritapa, and please remove the sorrow of Janakji. Janak Maharaj is in distress that I have kept some challenge and because of that my daughter is not getting married. For anybody who has daughter, nowadays not, but some time back, it used to be big, burden. It's your responsibility. Now you have given. Anyways, daughters don't listen to you. Not that sons listen, sons also don't listen to you. But anyways, nowadays they don't listen. So you don't have burden of looking for their, right bride or right bridegroom, etc. In India, there was a time, some 20 years back, till that time, parents used to feel that they are responsible for the marriage of the children. So Janak Maharaj is distressed that because of this challenge, now my daughter will remain unmarried. So he says, you go and remove the sorrow of Janak Maharaj. Then Sri Rama has got up. He gets up, he salutes his Guru Vishwamitra Rishi and starts going towards bow. Now I tell you, Tulsidas Ji is going to spend lot of time on, since Bhagavan has started walking till the time he reaches the bow, there is lot of description happening. So suddenly it has become, so these are the methods of slow-mo in the olden times. Okay, so now entire scene now is going to become very slow. Bhagavan has got up and prostrated and now started walking. Now what happens? Now he starts to explain different rupakas. The moment he walks, he says he looks like a lion walking. Why? Just by the walk you know that some great person is walking. Another rupaka, another metaphor he uses is, Sri Rama is like Bala Surya, like the rising sun, which is rising from that dais, the main dais which was kept there, and that dais is like the mountain behind which the sun rises. And he says when that sun is rising, all the saints and sages and Rishi Munis who have come there, they become so happy. Why? Because just some time back Janak Maharaj was talking and they were like, nobody is there, what is happening to the world, and then suddenly the lotuses have bloomed and their eyes have become bees and they have come to meet this Bhagavan, and that is how he starts to describe. Now, again, different people are looking and they are having different thoughts when Sri Rama is walking. Many are praying to their Ishta Devata that Bhagavan, please do something and may he lift. Many other people, they are worried. Like Sunayana ji, like Janak Maharaj's wife, he says that this is so soft. How will he lift that? Oh, you pavam, bichara fellow. So the friend, her friend, Sunaya's queen's friend, she says, no, don't worry like that. See, we have heard many stories where small people have done massive things. And she starts giving example that Agastya Rishi is small stature, Agastya Rishi, but he drank the entire ocean. Where is ocean in front of Agastya Rishi? Ocean is so huge, Agastya Rishi is so small, but he drank the entire ocean. Haven't we heard that small mantra, one word, one name has got so much power and it gives so much? Haven't we seen elephant also? Elephant is huge, but that one ankusha, that small weapon which is there, you touch it and the elephant becomes quiet. So just don't go by stature. He may look very soft, he may look very small, but he is capable. Don't worry. What is happening to Sita Ji? Sita Ji is looking at Dhanusha and looking at Sri Rama, looking at Dhanusha, looking at Sri Rama. Now many others are praying to their God saying that please do something, give him more strength, etc. Sita Ji doesn't pray that. Sita Ji prays to Parvati Ji and tells, please tell your husband to make his bow light. This is Shiva Dhanusha. I cannot ask that he should have more power because I don't know how much power he has. So what I am praying for, I know what is the weight of Shiva Dhanusha. I have lifted it before. So now I am praying, please ask Shivji to, make it little light so that Sri Rama can lift it. See, everybody is praying according to their own thing. Now Sita Ji wants to say so many things, but she can't say because of shyness. She is worried, she is tensed. So many things are happening. And what beautiful description is there. He says, her words have come up to the tip of the tongue, but they are not coming out because of that maryada. He says it is like a bee which is caught up in the lotus when the lotus has closed. The bee wants to come out, but the lotus is closed and therefore bee cannot come out. Like that. Her words want to come out, but they cannot come out. He says her eyes, the tip of her eyes have got tears, but she is not allowing the tears to roll down. Why? She is tensed, but she doesn't want anybody to know. This is like what? He says this is like all the miser people who have lot of gold, but they don't want to send it out. He says all these things are happening. Now, she closes her eyes and says that Bhagavan, I have accepted you as my husband. Do anything you can, you need to, but please make sure that you become mine. At that very moment, Sri Rama looks at Sita Ji and she says, Antaryami Bhagavan, you are the Lord of my heart. You have recognized and therefore you have seen at the right time. Okay. So whether she will turn or not, palat has happened. Okay. So she is looking. This is the first time that their eyes have met. She has prayed that I have accepted you. Now you please accept me. Now here Tulsidas Ji says one very beautiful doha which is well known. Jehi ke jehi para satya sanehu, so tehi milai na kachu sandehu. 258.3. Very famous dialogue in the movies. जिस चीज को आप पूरे शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसको तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. No, I am saying this dialogue is taken from here. Tulsidas Ji says, Jehi ke jehi para satya sanehu. For whatever, whether it is object or person, you have got true love, satya sanehu, real love. So to hi milai, you will get it. Na kachu sandehu, there is no doubt about it. If you have really loved something, real love is very important. Why? Because then you will work for it. Not a fleeting love. If I get okay, if I don't get okay. Not that kind. When you have that true love for something, you will get it. And you see, again, the next thing has not happened. Tulsidas Ji is indicating what is going to happen by saying that Sita Ji wants it to happen so desperately that it will happen. Okay. Now what? when Lakshman ji looked at this whole thing, he suddenly pressed his toe on the ground. Why? Tomorrow. Why Lakshman ji pressed his toe on the ground when Sri Rama is walking towards the bow? We'll see next session. Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti Ati Dhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti Ati Dhira Maruti,
Geeta Maruti Sangeeta Maruti,
Geeta Maruti Sangeeta Maruti,
Duta Maruti Rama Duta Maruti,
Duta Maruti Rama Duta Maruti,
Bhakta Maruti Parama Bhakta Maruti,
Bhakta Maruti Parama Bhakta Maruti,
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti,
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti,
Gambhira Maruti,
Gambhira Maruti,
Gambhira Maruti,
Gambhira Maruti.
सियावर रामचंद्र की
जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की
जय,
उमापति महादेव की
जय,
बोलो भाई सब संतन की
जय,
सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय।
ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।